All right, hello everyone. We are setting up here, hole number 3. Now I do this one a little bit differently. I'm assuming they're going to give us downwind, but not necessarily. I just feel like for the most part on these rookie and pro setups, you're seeing a lot of the easier wind types, especially on par 5s, just to kind of make it more fair for everybody. Make it so they can all, no matter what your clubs are, you can kind of get to the same spot. Depending upon, it just makes the tournaments a little bit more fair, so you're seeing the setups be like that. So with that being said, I'm going to put on quarterback here. My distance is only 207. I'm going to be lacking a little bit of distance, but what I lack for in distance, I'm going to have in precision to avoid hitting the rough and going, putting myself in a position where, with extra Mayo, I could potentially not hit the fairway. So first, let me talk about, this drive here. Well, here's Jose going first. You can see one of the things that, you don't, seeing how big that target is for the extra mile, you don't have a lot of air to the right. And you can see the rough's edge is also right there on the left as well. And here you see my opponent going into a lot of power, which means that loss of precision can cost you. Now, one of the good things is he did just pound this very far. So even if he does hit the rough, which he didn't, that's something you also want to worry about, is going too far. So here you're going to see, I have a much shorter driver, but I'm still going to be able to get out there. And notice the way that I do it is I do it with left spin to basically kind of groove that fairway and make sure that I get up right in the middle of it. And I'm just going to go, relatively full. I feel relatively safe with a quarterback in hand, because even if I'm not even close to perfect, I just feel like the ball is going to groove up here straight down the middle, to where I'm not going to put myself in any danger. I have 2 rings on each side that I can easily miss and still groove that fairway with proper execution. You can see that the way that I used with my spin was the perfect spin to get it going straight down that middle. So that's what you need, is you need all that side spin to the left to just kind of get it to kind of hold its line going straight. And, extra mile can just be a little bit riskier. In terms of downwind, it's a little bit less risky. But if you watched my earlier round on rookie, then my opponent hit a 1-ring pull and landed it in the rough and did not birdie this hole, or did not eagle this hole. So, it was the difference between essentially, a stroke. So definitely something to keep in mind when playing this hole. And here you can see, we're kind of into power. We're going to try to land it right around here and just try to run it out. Notice how we're into power. So instead of going the usual, 1 per ring, we're going to go beyond that. So I'm going to go more like 8.5 rings here. And again, running, dang. So I did pull it, not necessarily, costing you all the time on this. You never know how that fairway is going to run out. But I did pull it. I'm really just talking too much and not actually doing the shot. But let me talk about, the method there. We're into power, so you need to make sure you're going in an extra ring adjustment, because there's at least, 10%, almost a little bit, 10% extra wind with the power ball on. So I do have the smallest power ball, which is about 3%, but you got to keep in mind, at max club, 3 extra percent is going to be a significant amount, especially when we're talking about, woods. They're going to be going higher, they're going to be going longer, and that's something that you need to consider, about an extra ring's worth of wind for. And if you guys saw my last hole, I went for the rough bounce here because I can't do the island top. So we might, just for fun, you know, do it again. We have another easy win. This win's actually easier than the one for the tournament. The biggest problem is my ball more than anything. That great ball is going to help my opponent because he underplayed the wind, but he undershot the island. So again, very close to max here. I usually play it with some top spin here, kind of like this, and right around 7 rings will be. It should be pretty spot on. 7.2, somewhere in there. Right at max is about where I like to play it here. Perfect ball. As you can see, it does give you a very nice soft approach into getting that ace. So especially if you can bring, you know, an easier ball, Cinco de Mayo ball on hole number 2. This is going to be kind of a hole 2 revision for you, so you guys can actually see the way that that ball rolls out when you do it like that. It is going to be highly effective and really give you a chance to get that ace. So good luck there, and I'll see you guys for hole number 4 here coming up.